Good morning, welcome to my channel Tarot Tales by me, Caroline. 29th of December, I have a big one now, 2026 predictions, but there's just lots of different things here. I'm going to try and get onto it very quickly because there's so many things and it could take an hour. So I'm going to try and speed it up a bit. So I'm just going to go through, it's not in any particular order, go through what I have. So first of all, everybody is obviously extremely concerned about the cost of living, the bills. Now this is going to be for everyone, okay, because we're all in this together. It doesn't matter what country you're from. I can't ask on every individual country, but basically if it happens here, it'll probably happen to you. So bear that in mind. I'm going to try and do it as for everyone in one, okay? Because we're all in the same mess. Now, the cost of living, I think it's like worldwide. So bills are horrific. In the UK, we just had our water bill. My friend and myself, we both had a whopping bill. And she thought it was just her. And then I spoke to her, I was like, no, I got a whopping one as well. Like, she said, there's only 2 of them in the house. Can you believe it? It was so high for 3 months. And she said, isn't it terrible if people depend on water for treatments and things like that at home? Or, you know, it's shocking how much it's gone up. Especially as there was a real scandal in the UK recently about the water companies. You know, it's like I think they got fined. So, of course, we pay the price, not them. But cost of living, bills, like are we going to get a break in 2026, please? Are we going to get a break from our extortionate bills in 2026? Okay, it will go more positive, but at the moment that could be that actual cost of living has really accelerated and bills have accelerated. But I do think eventually that should be more positive. Okay. I mean, they are really squeezing us with this card. They are squeezing us to the max. That's a 9. If you have a 10, you're done. Like, it's literally squeezing us so tight. It's funny because that card is actually about water, which is quite interesting, and I was talking about the water bill in particular, but I am talking generally about all the bills. That's also cups, water. Oh, there's more water. Oh, maybe it's focused on the water bill. There's also your electric bill, but that could be electric bill because that's energy. Okay. Judgment. So I've always felt this, that nothing will happen. I don't have a yes either. Nothing will happen until the end of this happens. Like, it's almost like we are stuck in between a rock and a hard place, unfortunately. There's water on there as well, but I genuinely feel with Judgment Day, it's a major card, and this is what we've been waiting for. Every reading I have, when I look into everything, it's always Judgment Day. The hospitals have had Judgment Day. The housing market, I've had Judgment Day. So those cards don't change, but it may take an awful long time for that to happen because they're major spiritual events. So that will happen one day. That's hard to wiggle out of. And I do think that, unfortunately, that could be your EBS Judgment Day. Until this happens, they're not going to stop. I think only until that moment happens, and actually I will also say when those people are gone, okay, the controlling people have gone, only then I feel that the situation, they can look at it new, fresh, and it can be managed in a different way. But unfortunately, anyway, then they will, this is how much it's increased, which is a lot. So the money has really increased. The bills have really increased. But they will be reduced. That will be turned back. That will be reduced. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen until Judgment Day. So I'm going to pull one of these cards because I'm not going to pull cards for lots of cards for everything because I'll be here forever. So the bills across the world, all of our cost of living, alignment. Yeah, so everything has to come together. I have to put my glasses on. Universal source. No limitations. Instead of dwelling on all there is yet to do. But it's tough because, you know, people still got to eat. People have still got to wash. People have still got to, boil their food. Use the water for treatments for family or whoever. It's still extremely difficult. So let me move on now to food. Food is shocking. Shocking. Is it the same situation for food? That nothing will change until Judgment Day for 2026. And it might be that I don't have a yes because we don't know when. And we're not meant to know when. This is like begging. These people are begging. Begging. They're literally in poverty and they're begging. It's all right for him because he's loaded. It's kind of the situation, isn't it, of the world. The big wigs, they're okay. Oh, we don't worry about you, you peasant. We don't care if you have to beg. Beg away. Yeah, it feels like things haven't really changed over the years. What was it? Food? Okay, so this is food and it's extortionate. That is a very, very expensive, high cost, and that's food. Okay, because it's physical. So food is extortionate right now, unfortunately, across the world. Okay. Okay, I'm going to keep going a minute. Where's my cards? Okay. Could be like hidden, things have been hidden of why, I don't know why food has gone up so much, but it also feels like, when they say it has to because of this, I don't have a manipulation card, but I do have a kind of hidden card, cloaked card, but this is like agreeing. However, this is a negotiating card. So I feel at some point they might start to look at it and negotiate. Something to focus on. And it's to do with the past. The past. It's to do with the past. So could it be... I don't know. I really don't know. So I don't really know how it works. So this will be looking at it and presenting it to us, but it could be smaller. So this could be a reduction at some point. It could even be the High Priestess that the whole thing is a bit of a mystery. So was there some mystery behind why all this has happened? Let's see what else I get. Okay. Now, this is across the world, different countries, and this is about trusting, okay? That food shouldn't be a problem, but it is. It's almost like across the world, people are struggling, but it shouldn't be like that at all. It shouldn't be like this. Okay, let's see what else I've got for food. Food. Why has it been manipulated? Has the cost of food been manipulated? It's a desire. Just it's extortionate. And you see, it's strange because these cards would imply to me that it's like an act of service, but who's benefiting? Because this can be basically they're getting a lot of money and you're getting poorer. Yeah, and that's on the bottom. So it's been manipulated. It's for selfish reasons. It's greed. It's power. It's overuse of power. Basically, you've been had. That's what it is. Yeah, that's a strategy. So they don't need to. This food doesn't need to cost what it costs. Simple as that. Now, obviously, I can't keep putting so many cards. Let me see. I'll pull one. Okay. No, I'll pull two. I'll pull one of these. Future of food. Will it come down in 2026? Future of food. Will it come down in 2026? And then I have to move on to the next question. Oh, that wanted to turn. So growth. I don't know if they're all going to be relevant. What do I have? Nature. So food also has been manipulated and that needs to be more natural. So that will be more natural in the future. Psychic abilities. You're probably going to just figure it all out in time. I think it's all going to become crystal clear what's been going on. Meditation, give it time. Growth. I think that's about positive growth. Nature and natural progression. So things will naturally fall into place when the time's right, but I also think there's a lot of focus on more natural food here. Goals and clearing. So unfortunately not yet. They've got to clear the way and they have goals that are more important first. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to not be able to give you that good news, but you never know, it could be tomorrow. Right, I've done that one. What's next? Ooh, interesting. Okay, I might as well just work down in proper order. Immigration. Okay, so I'm going to ask this question in the best way I can. And you know the way that's going to be. I always ask it under the guise of Nesara because it's the easiest way to ask this question. Immigration across the world. Is this the year it will start to change by the means of Nesara and the great turnaround of that situation? If you know what I mean. Is this the year 2026 where that situation turns itself around? Nesara. That is a temporary setback card, okay? And also, it's a lot of... how would I say that card? Upset, maybe? Okay. That's your thoughts and you're not too chuffed. Okay, so Nesara. Is it... Nesara is here and waiting. Okay? That's also your home county, your home environment where you were born. And that information is going to come out. It could well be yes. This year. It could be. That is a yes. And that will be information be announced. However, okay, not right now. I feel like they're not quite ready for that decision just yet. But that will be a decision based off of fairness. Okay, and it will be a decision coming in a way. There will be a decision. There will be an announcement. There will be a message about this. But this will be a choice based on, you're not in a way, maybe, how do I say this? Maybe like not forced, but it's a really fair decision. It's like one you probably wouldn't turn away, I should say. Okay, and they're waiting to start that as well. So that will be He's also holding a coin. Have you noticed? He's holding a coin. There's a military man on his horse and he's waiting and he's guiding. And he's got a coin. This is giving you an offer. Okay? Giving you a great offer. Wow. Wow. I see in these cards a little home in the far distance. See that little home? And they're agreeing, should we go back to this home? Home. Real home. This is overseas. This is crossing water. Okay? She's also linked to the past. So is it an agreement linked to the past to cross water? But it's going to be a very desirable offer. And look at this Page of Wands. That doesn't look like the UK. I have to be honest. Okay? Doesn't look like the UK. And he's excited and he's enthusiastic. So, and he's like a new adventure. It's a win-win. It's a win-win and it comes with strength. So initially people may not be happy, but I think in the long run they'll see, wow, this is actually quite good. Well, I like the sound of this. Right, is this the year it starts up for Nesara and immigration? Meditate. It probably just means hang on in there. Soulmates. Soulmates are important people who teach you life lessons. Friends, lovers, and family members. Family members. Soul family. That's interesting. Power, protection. You see that? What you know is yours. Conserve what you have. Save a little. What else do I have? I'm going to pull these ones and then I'm done. Right, I actually asked for 2026. Is this the year? And I have this. Go with the flow. What feels right? Abundance is the knowledge and security that comes with the acceptance. All your needs are being met. And you know, if it doesn't happen, it'll happen when it's meant to happen. And that's just the way it goes. And this is why I keep saying I don't need to keep reading on these things, because we have to just trust and wait. And there's nothing we can do about this. This is out of our hands. Right. But it looks pretty positive. It looks like a win-win for everyone. Next one. What have I written here? Oh, Tarot by Isabella. I did actually watch it. She said, I put it on the community page because Gary, for his channel, he was on a video with her. He told me, so I watched it. And then also, I think I watched another one of hers. But she said in April, people will return who you haven't seen for a very long time. Interesting. People will return. Is that correct? I'm not doubting her. I just want to see what I get. April 2026. Is that, are people going to... I didn't even get to ask the question. Oh yeah, they're safe. These people are in WP. Yep, they're safe because of... Oh yeah, okay. So they've said that they're no longer here. They've had to say that they're no longer here. Okay, they had to. And this has all been planned because of these controllers. Okay, so they're somewhere safe and they're considering it. But I feel like things have to fall in place first. Okay? They have gone away, but they are thinking of returning. But they are under the protection of the military. See the military here? So I don't know if it's April. That's a lovely sunny card. Could indicate April. But I do genuinely feel that they will come back. You're going to start seeing people. Which card should I pick for that? I want to pick these ones. Yep, you're going to see people. 2026 a year, we will finally see those who said, there was a card that flipped and you might have seen it, but I had my eyes closed and I don't know what it was now, which was a shame. I'll never find it. Okay, what do I have? Oh, wow, compassion. Like, you might be like, why would you do that? Why would you trick us? But you'll have compassion because you'll realise they had no choice and it was the right thing for them to do. I have affinity and I have motivation and I have chance, commitment, death. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. So let's pull one of these, leave it on a positive. Whoops. That's why I should never do a live. Although I'd like to try one of these days. Right. Those people... I didn't even get to finish my sentence. Oh, look. Centering. Rebirth. Hello. Hello. Where you been? Hello. Lovely to see you again. I'm so excited. Communication. Yippee. That's going to be awesome. Okay, so yes, I'd say she's pretty much correct on that. So what's next? Oh, AU, Australia, social media banned for kids. People think it's control. I don't actually think it's a bad thing. Get them off TikTok. It doesn't, I'm sure it doesn't help your intelligence. I'm sorry to have to say it, but I mean, come on. It's probably actually has upset people very much. Yeah, people are not happy about that decision. They're not happy about being the plans and what they've been told to do. Okay? What's the future? I thought it was a good thing, but I guess it's if you look at it in terms of control, they're not happy. I suppose, to be fair, some of them will just interact with their friends and... You know, if they can't have a Facebook account. Yeah, I wouldn't really worry about it too much actually in the future. That's the Wheel of Fortune. So that changes. That wheel will turn. I feel that when they get it back, that actually it's what they get back might be different, might be more spiritual, more authentic, and it will be different. We may not even have those platforms in the future. I don't know. We might have new platforms. Those are nice cards. So I don't really see it as, yes, it's bad now because you can't see what's coming, but I think what's coming will be way better. Okay, so it's like different. It will be different. Spiritual, integral, different. What else? What should I pull now? Social media for Australian children. I want to pull these ones. Social media. Social media for Australia. Australian. Bad income. I love Australia. Anyway, what do I have? Boundaries. Evolve and grow. Energy leaks. Interesting. Healthy boundaries. Maybe it's for the good. You never know. Vibrance. Every day is a gift worth celebrating. Your own life. No excuses. Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't... Personally, I would be more than happy to get rid of all the social media and go back to children being on their bicycles, children playing outside, the world being a safer place. Maybe I should look at that. Okay. When this movie ends, is it that the world will be a safer place and they'll encourage children to get outside, play with their friends, the streets are safe, get off the game consoles, get off the internet, whatever the internet is by then. Now that's about growth, and growth can make you stronger. It's about growth. Growth. teaching, lessons, teaching, values, lessons, teaching, ethics, morals, could even be spiritual, religion, unique. I wonder, what can I pull now? I'm going to pull these, and it's really interesting because these are the ones I feel I wanted to pull. And these are from Sherilyn Darcy, and she's Australian. These are her cards. So what's the future of life for our young children and teenagers? Will the future be different from how they've been stuck indoors on video games, gaming? They don't get fresh air. What's the future from 2026 and beyond going to look like for them? I have inspiration. That's nice. More inspired. I knew this video would be long. It's never going to save on my phone. Acceptance. Energy. Positive energy. Oh, wow. Excellent. Creativity. So this could be just waiting. Like, that's what you want. You want a spiritual world. Anyway, I've done that one. Hope you enjoyed it. I don't think it's bad as it seems. The next one, someone asked me about this, but I wasn't worried about it. I didn't really understand their concerns, but it was about the USA struggles to get in. Yeah, the USA are clamping down their borders, and you will struggle to get in because they're going to check your social media for the last 5 years. Well, when I looked it up, it was just about, basically, you've got to be a good person. If you're not, oh, the card just fell on the floor. Heartbreak. Yes, again, people aren't very happy with this situation. Okay, but sorrow. But to be honest with you, it could just be heartbreak because they don't want those kind of people in the country. And I don't see anything wrong with that. If you're not writing, I don't think they give two monkeys if you're saying something about your neighbour. I think it's like if you're saying, you slagging off the country you're in. So to me, I don't have a problem with it. I know people, obviously concerned about their privacy, but I don't think they give a hoot what you're doing in your private life. But anyway, okay. So this is looking at something in a new way, and maybe that's the way forward for them. It's a positive thing, okay? It's a positive thing because this is like, to me, they're not interested in what you're saying, okay? Even though it's going to come with stress. But I think it's more about stress because this is about being good-hearted. And they want good-hearted people in America. Is that anything for anyone to be concerned about? I'll pick 3 cards. No, they just want knowledge. They need to know, and that's a major card. That's important for them. So yeah, they might dig deep, but they need to know. Who are you? Why not? Too right, I say. And how else are you going to clean up a country? Yeah, this is lovely. Don't think of this as bad. This is lovely. Cross that one off. This is lovely. This is about renewal, okay? And healing. And how you're going to literally clean up, this is healing waters, how you're going to clean up a country. Okay? So they are going to look in your social media, but it's for your best interest. They want to see if you're a good person, you deserve to be there. And the King of Cups, he's like, it could be a little psychological way of doing it, but it also could be just the fact they're telling you, that they might not even actually do it, but it could be a warning as well to warn people off. Okay, because he can be a bit sneaky, But because there's a little red flag here, a little red ship coming across, and he's warning you. However, he is a great healer, and so is Temperance. So I think it's a great thing. And according to those cards, I'm not concerned at all. So, goodness me, how many more do I have to do? Education. My friend asked me this. Now, we know President Trump is dismantling the education board in America. But my friend's question was, will the truth of the real history of our schools and what they're being taught come out in the future in the education system, or in the future educational system? So let me see what I get for that. Truth of our history, and we know that they're going to change the education system as well. Kind of 2 questions in one. Yes. Yes, and I'm picking this one. This is justice. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. They haven't been telling the truth to the children. This is the past. So, clarity on the past. So, basically, no, they're going to be reprimanded and told to tell the truth to the children about the past. The past, okay, is not quite as it seems. That's a bit iffy. Okay. It's almost feels like order. It's like they were ordered and they made a choice of what you were going to learn. This is new growth. So, inspiration. Inspired. Yeah. Healing. Healing waters yet again. There's going to be a lot of healing in schools. A lot of healing in schools. Yeah, give it time. This is enlightenment yet again. I always get the same cards. Healing. Which one should I pick? These ones. School curriculum for children, the history, healing. Dread to think what they've been teaching them. Health. So it's like, it won't just be your physical health, it will be your mental health. Health. Anything that helps your mental health. It's just reminded me of something. Last night, I was eating carrots and they weren't that soft, and one of them got a bit lodged in my throat and I panicked a bit. And I could still breathe, but it was really uncomfortable and a bit scary. And I sort of bent over and I managed to cough it out, okay? And then I went on the internet and I thought, oh gosh, what do you do if that happens again? And I was reading it, but I thought, gosh, if you're in a panic, I couldn't even absorb the information quick enough. What you're supposed to do, put your hand there, put your fist there, your other hand goes on top, and then you do this, and then you do that, whatever. And if you're on your own, and I'm thinking, navel, what's your navel? Because obviously I'm, a bit panicked. Your navel. Anyway, I soon found out what your navel was, your belly button. I knew, but what I'm saying is I was in a bit of a panic situation. So you're trying to read that. Imagine if you're choking and you've got to read it on the internet. And I thought, why don't they teach that in schools? Why are we not taught the basic things? Now, I don't know what they teach in school since I was at school. It's years. But when I was at school, I don't remember ever being taught first aid. Maybe they do it now. I don't know. But why aren't they doing first aid regularly, like once a month, update? Why aren't they doing care and love for animals and cherishing animals? Why are they only focused on sex? I mean, you know why. In fact, I'm going to pull a card about why they choose to teach the children, the little children under 12s, why they choose to teach them what they choose to teach them. What did I get? Okay, it will change. Oh my goodness, it will really change for the better. That's good news, actually. It's good news. It's going to all be wiped out. Yeah. It's going to be, the schools are going to be much more of a joyful place. Oh, look. They all fell out. Death. That is going to end. That is going to end. This is also another card for children. But this will be what they learn. This will be their curriculum. Okay? Their curriculum. That old curriculum ends. This is about being spiritual, authentic, unique, being your own person, being creative, being honest. You've even got a pet in the front. Okay? Now, schools will be held to account. Because what they've been doing is manipulating vulnerable people. They're vulnerable. But also what will change with schools is this is about destiny and creativity and your talents and everything it should be. And that will be taught in the future. They're all major cards that will be taught. Okay? Fantastic. Brilliant. Poor little things. Poor little things. Anyway, that leads me on to the next question, actually. Somebody said, yeah, and there's 2 questions. So my friend then said, healthcare. Are we recording? Yes. Healthcare, is it designed... is the truth about it's designed to keep us sick? Will the truth come out and will there be new treatments? The truth about healthcare, is it true that healthcare was designed to keep us sick? Yeah. This is about the structure, okay? Dominance. Completion. Healthcare will completely change. Completely. Healthcare will completely change across the world, across the board. Like, we may have... I don't know, I just got a thought then of having very, very small hospitals. Oh, yeah, of course. Thank you, Lorraine, your question. Yes, of course it's been manipulated. Absolutely. They don't care about you. They don't care about your health. This is heartbreak and sorrow, and they don't care. Yeah, they're not remotely interested. They're not remotely interested if you have a long life or whatever. They don't care a hoot. Okay? Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. They just don't care. However, what was the question? Yes, I think that will be exposed. There'll be a big breakthrough about this. All the secrets. And that could even be the swords as well. All the secrets will come out about that. Okay? They will no longer be able to defend their cause. It's all going to be exposed. Oh, yeah. Not yet. But when they walk away and they're defeated, all the stories about health will come out. All the stories. I actually feel like that is like to keep your health in that way. Okay? I've got justice, I've got the world, oh my goodness, and judgment, and the fall. They took you for a fall, basically. It was the unknown. You didn't know. You were blinded. That is huge. Healthcare will be probably one of the biggest stories that will be like, everybody's going to be floored when they find that out. Which one should I pick? I'm going to pick these ones. Where's my lovely green ones? Oh, they've been hidden. Now, which one should I pick? I'm going to pick green. As soon as I saw them, I knew I had to have green. Healthcare. That's probably why I had judgment for hospitals. Oops. Oh, everything's falling out. Look at this. I've got optimism. Yay. Calmness. You have to pause. I cannot hold all these cards. I'm sorry if you're on a mobile. Twin flame. keep the embers growing. Now that's because we're energy. We're not just physical. We are one. Oh, wow. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? It's such a pretty card. Emotional healing. And financial flow. Oh, it's so good. Hope it's next year. Please, 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 please. Please, please, please. Right, what else? Well, that kind of leads me on to the next one, which is flu shots for the young. There was a lady who said her grandchildren were getting flu shots. Now, I'm hoping, as the same as what I genuinely feel with the swords in the arms, those ones, I felt like they were changed. The latter ones were changed. And I'm hoping that the same thing has happened to the blue ones. But I don't know until I look into it. But she asked, will anyone cotton on? So, you know, why are they giving very young children... What have you got there, Willow? Why are they giving they don't need it. They don't need it. Come on, common sense tells you they don't need it. Have they been changed? Are they okay? Is it just to wake people up? And will the truth ever be known? Okay. Okay, I hope I shuffled well enough. Right, okay, so what is this about flu shots? Okay. I don't want to get your hopes up, okay? So do remember, only take what resonates. But I'm not feeling these swords, as I call them, are really bad. And, oh God, I'll probably get my video taken down. But the reason I say that is that I don't have, in the past, I have like a new direction. It's a new path. Now, it's almost, and this could be a white hat, it's almost as if it's in like they've agreed. And when I first saw this card, I genuinely felt like this is genuinely a hidden information card, okay? And I feel like these are opportunities of swords, but these ones are hidden. And I'm wondering if, I'm not kidding you, I don't get your hopes up. I literally just thought in my head, I wonder if they're just like basically water. I know you can't use water, but... And then I saw that was a cup of water, and that's also water. Like, you know, could they be like natural, if you know what I mean? I'm going to pull some more cards. Now, it's very interesting because this is about in time, enlightenment. Okay, so it's like almost like enlightenment. So is this to show us what they've been doing? So definitely I think in time people will realise, because this is pause for thought. What do I get on these flu swords? Flu swords. I'm going to pick this one. Flu swords. So it's like they're going to, like in time, I think that will be paused, but it will be like mulling it over. Mulling it over. What do we need to know about these flu shots for children? Oh, I wish I'd just got the one. It would have been a lot easier. I'm just going to go with the first one. Alignment. Okay, so I'm going to pull some other cards just to clarify that. Which ones? Where am I? My nice pink ones. Flu swords for the children. Okay, this is what I have. Oh, well, there you go. I do wonder. Obviously, you have to use your own intuition for this situation. I'm only just showing you what I have, okay? And I don't have any sort of manipulative cards there as you would imagine I would get. I don't have that in this selection of cards. And that's all I can tell you. So I have strength and I have strategy. You know, but you still trust your intuition. Don't go on what I say. Go on your gut feeling. Right, next one. Okay, I've done that one. This is going to be a long video. Oh. Somebody said to me, the awakened community seems to be falling apart. I think people just get tired. Oh, I knew you were going to jump up. I don't really see that this is really a question, but because it doesn't, maybe it's like they're falling apart because they know it's the right time for these things, for all to be exposed. There you go. I've just got feelings. I'm not going to put any more on that. That's just about feelings, clarity, feelings, maybe wanting to do something else, feelings. Anyway, Willow, you've sat on my paper. Feelings, yeah. And yeah, maybe like feeling like I want to move on. You know, 5 years is a long time, and some people have been awake a lot longer. That's how I feel. Like, I don't want to do 20. I want 2026 to be different. The fall, oh yeah, so okay, right. Okay, right. There was something that did actually come true that I pulled cards on. It's in one of my readings. If you can't find something, just go in the search bar. It should come up. But it was President Trump saying basically he was going to come after those in Nigeria about the Christians. And I actually had the Queen of Swords. And then I found out that they actually taken direct action. And she is direct. That card is very direct. I didn't realise quite how direct they were going to be, but they have been very direct. And that sends a very important message, doesn't it? It's like, we're not going to tolerate this. You're not going to do this, which I thought was amazing. And I'm really pleased to hear that this is going to end. There is one thing I want to say. So I've already asked about that already, but there is one thing I wanted to say, that religion seems to cause so much conflict across the world. Will we ever have world peace? Oh, it could be that it's just like there's a lot of manipulation. A lot of manipulation. This could be mistruths. So it could be mistruths. This is about religion as well. So it could just be like, I don't know. I don't really want to delve into this actually. So make of it what you will. Draw your own conclusions. But basically this card can then be sort of mistruths, gossip, innuendo, hearsay. This could be manipulation, not for the good. This could be about religion kind of, you know, not the way you're seeing religion differently. And like that could be a facade card. Make of it what you will. But that's what I think. I think it causes so much conflict. And what I wanted to know, will there be world peace? Oh, yeah. Yes. It's like a clean slate. And I don't know how they're going to achieve that. But yeah, that's starting anew and enthusiastic. It's a good foundation. It could even be down to teaching as well. Teaching, structure, better structure. Right. I've nearly finished. Can you believe this? It's like a miracle. I did do ages ago a religion video. I hid it. I'm not sure if I should put it out. I don't know. If you see it, you see it. If you don't, you do. If you don't. If not, I might put a screenshot up on the community page of some other video I screenshotted once that I got, which I thought was amazing. It was kind of about where we are, where we're going. So I'll put add screenshot. Okay. Because obviously you can't talk about these things. It's really difficult. So I hid it. Yes, when I was looking at, what's her name? Tarot by Isabella. She actually did a video on Bovear. I did Bovear and she was saying it's really bad. And I personally, it's a bit odd because I don't buy my milk from Morrison's or Tesco's, but apparently they were using it. But also, so was Marks and Spencer's, but they didn't make it very obvious. I only found out when I Googled it. And I was drinking their milk from April. They were using it from April, and I was still drinking their milk, come September like this year, because I didn't know. But on the whole, I have actually, when I go to Tesco's and Morrison's, I do not buy their milk, but I will buy it from the co-op, and the co-op probably is using it as well. So I have been a bit conscious of trying not to buy it from those shops, but like I said, I was still drinking Marks and Spencer's milk for a long time, and they were using it. I personally thought, in a way, what a great thing for them to target, because everybody drinks milk, most people, unless you're lactose intolerant, but milk is in everything, literally everything. Even if you make a scrambled egg, you're going to use milk. So what I thought was, I'm going to try not to worry about it, but she was saying it's kind of really bad. Those people will be held to account. I don't know, maybe I won't pull one of those. I've already gone over this, but I can't remember what I got. But I just think you just have to trust at some point, because, that means you couldn't even go out for a cup of tea in a restaurant. It's crazy. You just have to trust and hope for the best. And limit it if you can. If not, I would try not to worry about it too much. I'm going to go for one of these. I did buy organic once, and then I stopped. It's expensive. Oh, good news. So good news in the long run. Okay, so like I said, do what you got to do. Try not to stress out. There's no point. Right, I don't know if this is true, because I haven't sourced it, and if I look it up, it probably says it's not true. Sometimes I get told things, and I look it up, and it's like, no, that's not correct. But my friend sent me a screenshot of Amazon UK address being JFK, John F. Kennedy, then it says 1855 Luxembourg, 38th Avenue, and I thought that was a bit odd. I want to see what I get for that. Surrender. Give up. So is Amazon now being under John F. Kennedy's address, or is that misinformation? Even if it says it's different, it may be that it's like hidden. I feel like, yeah. That's wild. Look. Have they agreed and Amazon's now being run by different people, or a different office, or a different headquarters? Or if not, this is coming. This is coming, okay? The direction will be more positive. It will change. And this is all about renewal. And it's a major card. So time stands still. That's amazing. I wonder if we'll even have Amazon. I don't know. Who knows? That could be years away though. Because the problem with Amazon is all the little shops have died off. And I know that they're going to come back. Those opportunities are going to come back. How can they come back if you've still got Amazon? Doesn't make any sense. Because they've taken the business. Amazon. What's the future of our little shops with regards? Amazon, will the shops come back? What will happen? I've got 3 cards. I'm going to go with all 3. Security, desire, breathe. Calm, rest, stop, and just be. Breathe. And I have cooperation underneath. So it may be, I just thought to myself that maybe they won't be able to sell certain things so that the little shops can survive. Maybe, who knows? It may be like that. I don't know. Got one last card here. Assertiveness. Rise up, stand stronger and true. Assertiveness. So I wonder if it's something like that. Like, you can't sell food anymore. You can't sell pet supplies, or, so the little shops can still stand. Anyway, finally, I can't believe I've actually got to the end of this. Okay. there's a man on my channel who he knows a lot, okay? And he said in the comments recently, your England will change when the fall of Charles and William linked to freedom and Diana is with the real Harry and Wills. So unfortunately, it feels like England won't change until that happens. What do we need to know about that? I've heard this before about that. Bit odd, isn't it? What do we need to know about this? Are we waiting for heartbreak? Heartbreak, waiting. We're waiting. Heartbreak. Was there some bad news? Was there some news to do with that situation? Don't want to look into it too much, but just on the outskirts. So what was the thing? We're waiting. Okay, so it's like there were some orders and agreements. There's 3 people together. I just mentioned 3 people. I'm going to leave it there. Okay, that's very interesting. Right, I think I'm done. Oh, finally. Oh, yeah, finally. Okay, will the fall of all of this happen in 2026? What do we have to look forward to in 2026? Wait. Huge decisions are going to be made where we see things differently. So 2026 is about more spirituality, things coming into balance. It's about much more spiritual awareness and fairness, okay, and decisions that they've been waiting to bring forward, okay? But I almost feel like we needed to be enlightened first. So I really see the glow around the head. I really see the glow behind the lovers, the sun. I feel like that's going to become more prominent. More people are going to wake up, okay? And then the Page of Wands is a new beginning and feeling much more enthusiastic. So I feel like we're already going to start being on this new path. So that's very exciting. 2 major cards. Something we've been waiting for a long time. And I also feel like we've been like suspended for so long as well. This whole thing's been suspended. I wonder if silver is the catalyst for the banks going down. Silver's linked to the past. Silver's linked to justice. How does that work? Is it rebalance the situation, rebalance the books? Don't really know. Okay, this is hard, but all I have is the focus on silver is something to do with weighing up the cost, scales, cost, balancing the cost, weighing up the cost, the truth about the cost. But it has repercussions because I now see a red ship. So the repercussions of silver, it even could create like literally waves. And there's a red ship. So it's just like, oh, danger, 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 ship going down. And this is a psychological card. So normally you would feel safe, but it's something not going to be quite so safe. Are the banks not going to be quite so safe? Now I want to ask more. What can I ask more? If the bank's going down, does silver affect the banks? I don't really know how it all works. Okay, I'm going to pick these black ones. Justice for silver. Oh, awaken. Awaken. Preserve. Ghost. Ghost. Ghosted. Ghosting. Ghosty. Preserve. Awaken. Ooh, I don't know. But I want to finally ask, yes, do the banks go down? Do the banks go down this in 2026? Ooh, surprise. Surprise! Do the banks go down publicly in 2026. What do I have? Oh, it's a secret. Oh, it's a secret. Oh, it's a secret. It's a secret. Oh, no. It's going to be a lot of stress. They're going down. They're going down. They're ending. They're in dire straits. Poverty. They're in dire straits. Have they not been given any money? They're in dire straits. Okay, this is reflection. And it all goes quiet. It all goes quiet. There's secret stuff going on behind, all to do with these banks. Hidden stuff. But these cards are not great. So this could be penniless. This is going to cause extreme stress. I don't know if it's linked to silver, how it's linked to silver. But the death it's not going to get better. It's ending and it's going to change. And it's a bit bleak with this card as well. It's a bit bleak. Okay. I feel like it's behind closed doors kind of thing. You're not really knowing what's going on. I wonder if they'll stop doing bank loans at some point as well, because that's between 6 months normally and a year, but it can be longer. But it's painful and it's going down and it's not going to get any better. Oh, look, Hermit. Are they hiding the knowledge? There's 3 major cards here. Are they hiding the knowledge? If in the future, even if I'm not doing readings, say in January, and you find out that you're not getting a bank loan and stuff, and this is still going on, please let me know in the comments, because I can always still see them. Yeah. It's information. I feel like it's like plummeting. This could be mistruths as well. So are they just pretending? But it doesn't look good. I have to be brutally honest. It looks bleak. One more card for the banks of 2026. It's going to be the money card. Which is the money card? Green is the money card. The banks in 2026. Oops. Oh. Sing your song. Twin flame on the bottom, but sing your song. What is it? EBS music. We are one. You see, we don't need you. We are our own bankers. We are one and we sing our own song. Just do it. Creative expression. What affects one affects the collective. Unity, consciousness. Everyone's contribution. There you go. Hope you enjoyed that for 2026. It should keep you occupied and out of trouble for a while. Take care now, and thanks for all your support. Bye now.